pause, but I'm sure I'm repeating the story again.
Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the voice of FX Adventure, and I'm reaching you guys all the way from WAT West Africa time zone. I want to say good afternoon to each and every one of you that is joining currently. Alright, give me a minute. Just getting my environment ready so that we can head into today's game. I hope this is gonna work. I think my okay, yeah, it did work. Alright, so if you're just joining us, obviously you can see right there on the screen, that's the reason why we're here. Alright, we do this every day. This is the afternoon section. We have 2 sections every day, the morning and the afternoon section. Alright, and we are currently in the afternoon section right now. In the morning section, we pretty much looked at the measure pairs and also we're able to pinpoint some price actions, and we also stated our expectations. Well, it was quite unfortunate in the morning section. Depending price or order we placed, market missed it by some margin on USD JPY. Let's go there. So this if you pay attention here, you will see this was the morning call. We had this call in the morning. We expected price to give a pullback. That was before 9:30. For the guys that joined the morning section, they will pretty much know that we had a pending order, of which we later removed that pending order because of the obvious reasons that we had a time interval or time gap that we needed that pullback to occur, and not only for the pullback to occur, we needed price to take our order. So since we did not get the order triggered, that pretty much led to us removing the pending order. All right, we can arguably say that price later came into the price level we wanted price to go to in order to take our order, as you guys can see it right there on the screen. But before price came there, we've already deleted our order, so we don't feel bad about it, because according to our rule book, which we swore not to go against, it was the right thing for us to do at that time. Okay, so this afternoon section basically will continue. Is a continuation of the morning section, right? And we already have some drawings out that came up from the morning section, right? So if I zoom out a little bit on this USD JPY, you can see some of the drawings that we added on the chart earlier today. Okay, we have the top, the middle, the bottom. All right, if you're joining me before now, you know for sure that we make good use of those 3 levels: the top, the middle, the bottom. Okay, it's as important as any other thing you see right there on the chart. Okay, and I'm not going to bore you guys with a lot of stories around that because I believe you guys already know. All right, but if you don't know, well, now you know. So I'm going to remove these guys. This was a drawing in the morning, so I'm going to remove them because we are not working with that anymore. We need to look out for another entry, right? Or another opportunity right there. Okay. The only issue I have with this setup is for the fact the internal structure I see here. What I would have wanted price to do, this is on USD JPY. Remember, we are currently in the Russian part of things, all right? Remember, I told you guys in the morning section, what did I say? I said the bulls, we tagged the bulls Russians. I know you'll be wondering why am I using country names. I don't mean to raise any form of controversy or whatsoever. If you've been joining my live stream, you know the analogy I use in explaining the trading boundaries and areas and why I use the names of the countries that I use. All right, so I always say that trading is like a battlefield. All right, so I'm calibrating this chart into battlefields. All right, and I'm making reference to the World War One. If you remember the World War One, the First World War, it was majorly, it started from Austria, Serbia, all right. Then from there it spread and it became a world war where a lot of people decided to partake in the war. All right. In order not to tell you a lot of stories about World War, we are not here to talk about the World War One. The point I'm just trying to make is that top you see here, the top for us is the bearish part of the market. Okay, so if market is coming into this top place, expect the bears to be more interested. If the market is trading below, which is below that middle point, expect the bulls to want to engage. Okay, and we said the bulls are Russians, the bears are Germans. Okay, so that's why I said it. So it's not like I'm using countries' names to spike controversy or whatever. No, I'm just using that to paint a picture for you, right? So right here on the bottom part, you can see the ball is in the Russian territory. Okay, we don't want to be selling the market here. Rather, we want to be looking for opportunities to buy. All right, for the guys that remember the morning section, the only reason why we are not currently in this market is because the time we wanted price to give us the pullback, price failed to give us that pullback. I explained why we deleted the pending order that we initially had for that. Okay, and the ideal thing I would have wanted price to do on this particular level that it's currently trading at would have been if price traded down. I always say it, I want price to always do what? Trade down. All right, but you see price failed to trade down. All right, price failed to trade down, which obviously kind of invalidates our setup. All right, so and like I told you guys in the morning section, I said this month is not the month where we make adjustment or necessary adjustments. All right, so right now as price on USD JPY swiped up instead of going down, and just by that act it has already invalidated our entry bias on that. We are not going to take it anymore. Why I'm saying this is, I'm not saying that the setup is not looking good. Trust me, I will still want to find an opportunity to buy that market. But just for the fact just for the obvious reason that market traded up first. There is some misalignment of what we expected price to do. All right, so since price did not do that which we expected it to do, there is no need for us to try to force in a trade on that. Rather, we might decide to go and look elsewhere. Okay, so that's the reason why we'll be drifting all the way from the USD JPY right now, and we'll now have to go into other pairs we have in our watch list. All right, so I'll take it one step at a time. All right, let's look at the DXY. All right, let's have a look at the DXY just to have an overview of what price is doing and see how we can align ourselves properly. All right, so I'm going to zoom out again. You know, a couple of drawings you see here already. We've already done the whole market analysis in the morning section. So like I said, this afternoon session is like a continuation. All right, it's a continuation of, you know, where we stopped in the morning section. So we are not necessarily going to start analyzing the market from the beginning again. Rather, we are just moving with the continuation of where we stopped in the morning section. All right, but before I continue, if you're joining live currently, please remember to like the video, because that's the only way this video can get the algorithm will recommend this video to other people to join. So if you're joining live, I appreciate you joining live. But while you are taking your seats and you are enjoying the analysis, or you're enjoying the video we make here and the content we chip out here, just do us a favor and like our video. All right, Ferran, my guy, I see you. Good afternoon. I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon out there. Hope your day is going beautiful and fine. All right, mine is going okay. I just finished off from my afternoon meeting. I have another meeting scheduled around 3, but hopefully we should be done, or at least we should see a good setup before that time. All right, but if you're joining live, I see 3 people that is currently joining live. I know that it's difficult to give likes. Is your like, you can decide to give it or not, but we are just pleading, please remember to like the video and share to friends and families and anybody that you feel like will be interested in content like this. Okay, and if you're joining for the first time, we do this every day, Mondays to Friday, morning section and afternoon section. Okay, and while that's the case, another thing I want to point out is, we have a Discord channel. Just in case if you're just coming across this video for the first time, you can join. Let me know in the description or in the comment, and I will give you the link to join. It's free, you don't pay for it. All right, and another thing you can also do, if you've not subscribed, just subscribe and turn on the notification. And yeah, that's all you need to do. And let's get back to the chat. Okay, so based off on what we see on DXY, like I told you guys, it's quite similar to what I said in the UXD JPY. All right, we can see that price is trading up, which is good. All right, but the ideal thing would have been for price to trade down first before going up, because if market trades down first before going up, it gives us that Judas swings. It gives us that fake out movement, because like I told you guys, price will always find a way to stop people out. All right, so we expect them to stop people out first before going up. We already know the direction we want to go. All right, and it's not a news. All right, because we already know that from the morning section, because I told you guys this is a continuation of the morning section. Right, we've already had the analysis in the morning section. Okay, we've already had the analysis in the morning section, but the ideal thing I would have wanted price to do for us is to go down first, but you can see price failed to do that. Rather, what price is doing is price decided to just go up, okay, Although we can also arguably say that I'm just trying so hard not to execute a trade that is not 100% of the setup we want. I think this market is already buying, to be honest, but the only issue why I'm still a bit skeptical is the fact that they did not go down before going up. All right, that's just the only issue I have on that setup. But do I think this is a good setup? For yes. Do I think it's a good buy on DXY? Yes, I do think so. All right, but there's no need to waste time on this. All right, we've seen it. Let's head over to Euro USD. All right, I think it's going to still be similar thing. All right, remember, like I told you guys, if DXY is buying, what do we expect? We expect the major pairs to be selling. All right, but you can see same thing, same story. Euro USD is selling. We are not surprised. We know that's what it should be, because what's the obvious thing there? The obvious thing there is what DXY is buying. So if DXY is buying, expect them to sell. So I'm not surprised that it is selling. The only thing I'm looking out for now is I'm looking for that major pair that aligns itself a little bit to what we want. See, everybody is misaligning. Everybody is just going straight up. I need somebody that will manipulate that market first. I'm looking for that manipulator. This guy pretty much started trading down, so maybe we might get the manipulation. Maybe the manipulation will not occur, and we might just see price trade where it wants to. Everybody, today's market is just very straightforward. I'm not seeing price manipulate, and that's fishy. I don't like trading market that is not manipulating. Okay, let's see what gold has here, because gold is still trading in a very nice position. But the only issue with trade now with this gold now is okay, we've managed to drop a top and we have a bottom there. Okay, so what we need to do now is to pull up our rectangular line in order for us to get the boundary. Remember, if you are joining the live stream in the morning, all I'm doing here will not be news to you, because you already know what I am doing here. All right, so because now what I'm doing here, I'm preparing the wall front. All right, that's the middle point, that's the top, that's the bottom. Okay, so here we'll call it the middle point. Please, if you're joining live, I'm not seeing likes on the video, guys. Can you guys give us a like? Thank you. That's the only thing you can do for us. It's a plea, it's not by force. Okay, your like is your like. You decide on who you want to like and who you don't want to like, but we plead that you do like and subscribe if you've not subscribed before. All right, thank you. I can see the likes coming in. Thank you for the guys that are dropping the likes. Okay, so right now we have the middle point, we have the top, we have the bottom. All right, remember what I told you guys. Price is currently in the German part of life. Price is in the German's territory. What do I mean by the German territory? Price is currently trading in the bearish part of the price or market. I don't know how you want to put it, but yeah, you get the point. All right. And what do I mean? I'm not saying that the bears are the only guys that are here. The bulls can still be here. All right, but we don't want to be so much bullish here, because obviously it's not in a fair, I'll call it a fair price area, or fair price background, or fair price territory. All right, territory is the right word, right? Yeah. So we don't want to be buying necessarily from here. I'm not saying that if you buy here that is going to be a wrong buy, no, but we don't want to be buying from here, right? We want price to be trading at least below that middle point or close to that middle point. All right, so what it means is anything we are going to do on gold is we are not going to be buying, assuming gold is trading maybe around that below here, or maybe gold is trading around this level here, then maybe we can say we can look for a buy for that back up. All right, but we don't want to be buying in the enemy's territory. All right, who is the enemy here? All right, remember we are the ones that want to buy. The enemy is the bears, and price is currently in their territory. So there's high chances that the bears would have more control compared to if price was trading around here. So if price was trading around here, would most likely experience a more higher probability of getting a good buy. Alright, remember what I tell you guys, for the guys that have been consistent, that have been joining my stream, they know for a fact that I always say it's a probability game. You see, this trading thing we do is a probability game. So you have to align yourself on the part on the spectrum where you have a more higher probability of getting that which you want. Okay, you need to align yourself properly to that. And like I said, I'm not saying if you see a buy setup here that is a must that it will fail. No, as a matter of fact, if we go back in time, I think I will be able to point out. Okay, I'll show you an example here now. Let's take this guy as an example. When price was trading in this range here, okay, let's see if there's any example there. So I'm going to get it from the top to the bottom. Do you see where the middle point is? Let me show you the middle point. So you see this middle point here? You see that middle point? You see, in as much as price, remember this is the top here. The top is at the top there. Obviously, you can see the rectangular line, so I don't think I need to. Yeah. So that's where the top is. But if you come here now, you see there are still buys that still occurred. Like here now, you see this market that traded down first. You see that buy? This is a buy. Even when they came back down, it still bought. Even when they came back down, it still bought a little bit. So what I'm just trying to say is that it's not necessarily that whenever price is in a bearish territory or in a bullish territory that the opposite of that trend or will not happen. No, it's like I said, it's probability game. So I would rather lean towards where I would have higher probability of having my wishes met than playing it in a territory whereby I have lower probability of getting my wants met, or my is it want, or but you get the point, right? So that's exactly what you can see price is doing here. All right, so assuming gold is trading below that middle point, I would gladly jump on it with everything I have, with all I have got. All right, so that's that on gold. All right, let's touch base on some other guys. Remember, we are doing this to find out who is looking like a good setup for us to take. We already looked at USD, Canadian dollar. All of them is just trading up. All right, they are trading up, but the only issue I have with them is the movement that came about that trading up is what I am not so much aligned with. Okay, I'm not so much aligned with that. Although when I do back testing, sometimes when price doesn't trade down before going up, depending on the direction we want to go, or trading up before going down, like I said, depending on the direction we want to go, there are times where it necessarily doesn't have to do it like that, and price will still go that direction. All right, so there is still high chances that this buy-in that you are seeing here is going to be a good buy. As a matter of fact, it's a higher probability buy for me, because of the obvious reason that you can see that price is currently in the bottom part of the battlefield. All right, let me label this guy also. This is the middle point. Okay, so any buy you see here is of greater probability compared to a buy you'll be seeing at the top here. A sell that you'll be seeing at the top here is of more higher probability compared to the sell you'll be seeing below here, like below the middle point. I don't know if that makes sense. So if you understand that, you have already you're already in a good position, and all you not have to do is to look out for the best setup and the best place you can enter from. Okay, so that's that for USD Canadian dollar. We've looked at gold. Let's look at US oil. All right, because right now I think most of the major pairs will either be trying to align themselves to what DXY is currently doing, and from the market structure that I see there, I'm not of 100% sure of executing that trade there because of the price action that gives about the current trend or the push that you're currently seeing is not entirely aligned to the expectations of what I wanted price to do. Assuming price did that which I expected it to do, which like I have been saying is that assuming price traded down first, before coming back up, that's when I will be more interested to execute. All right, so that's the only issue why I'm a bit skeptical. All right, so what do we see here on US oil? The overall market structure here is a bullish structure. If you see the current range that the price here is currently trading in, which you can see the top there, you see the bottom there, and you see the middle point. Let me mark this as the middle point again. I don't know why I didn't label it. Middle point. Okay, so you see the top, the bottom. All right, if you check the bottom, you will see it's coming from a series of what? Higher highs. We have a low here. Sorry, a higher low, I mean to say. We have a low here. We have a higher low. A higher low. This low we are currently pointing out at here is a higher low. All right, it's a higher low that gave this high here. Okay, so this is a high, this is a higher low. You see how what price did? We had a retracement back down into the what? Below the middle point. You see, when you now look for your entry here, maybe you are not looking for that bullish entry or bullish setup here. All right, when price came here, you see how you enjoy this buy, and once price enter into that top part, what do you see? The bears started coming in. They push it back down again below that middle point. Once it reaches that middle point, you wait for your reversal pattern again, you trade up again. All these things are your buys. He enters it again, they sold it off. Do you see the drill? Now they came back down here again. What do you see? They bought it back up again. Okay, now they are buying it back up. What do you see? The bears tried again to sell it again. Immediately market came below the middle point. What do you see? You see the buy came in again, and that was it. All right, it was a sad one. It was a sad one here, but look at that very nice push there. Okay, so now here, what do you think? Should we be buying from here? Obviously no. You see, that's the good thing about marking the territory. So if you find the territory, mark it out. Once you mark it out, it helps you to know what to do. All right, another thing you might be wondering now is, why don't we sell from here? Well, if you sell from here, it's possible that you might get a good sell. All right, as a matter of fact, remember, anytime price traded above, you see it's sold off. They trade above, it's sold off. They trade above, it's sold off. They trade above, it's sold off. Now they trade above again. It's expected that they will sell off, right? But why I will not advise you to lean towards trying to sell off the market will be the obvious reason that the general market structure, remember, what you should be looking at is the bigger picture. The general market structure is bullish, so it doesn't make sense for you to be trying to short the market in a bullish structured price. All right, Although I'm not saying that if you short the market that you will not get your reward of your investment. Okay, as a matter of fact, you can see the sell that the market gave here, all of them sold. But remember, we are trying to get higher probability trades. Okay, that's why you see me, we try as much as possible starting from this month to make sure we align ourselves properly and do the right thing. So the right thing for us here is not to start forcing in trade or try to make sure that we trade something by fire by force. No, all we need to do is to take a chill pill, wait for price to align itself properly, and we execute. And Di Maria, I see you. Good afternoon to you too. My briefer, good afternoon to you too. I hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon out there. Alright, if you're joining live and you've not liked the video, please like the video. That's all I can ask from you. Thank you as you do so. Or you're joining, this is your first time, just subscribe and turn on the notification as we progress. Okay, so that's that on US oil. So US oil is not in a good territory for us to take any action. All right, so we're going to leave that one out also. All right, let's touch base on S&P 500. Okay, S&P 500. I'm going to clear the drawing first. That is for the guys that are on XNS. This is it's UX 500. All right, but it's S&P 500, right? Okay, so on S&P 500 we can see the obvious swings we have here. This is a low, okay, and that's a top. All right, okay, you can see that price is coming from what? A series of higher lows. We have this low, we have this higher low, we have this higher low. So that means the general trend on S&P 500 on the 15-minute time frame, as you are seeing right there on your screen, is in a bullish structured price. All right, if you don't know what that is, I recommend you go do your research and read and learn. All right, so if you don't know, you can also let me know in the chat section. Maybe I'll make a video on beginner videos on how you can use market structure to determine what price is doing and all of that. Okay, so currently you can see the range by which at which the market is trading at. All right, so we'll label it. Okay, we'll call this the top, obviously, and here we call this the bottom, obviously. Then right there in the middle we call it the middle point. All right, I will still come up with a more interesting names, and I would like to keep this thing fun. I don't like going with trivial, very boring naming convention. What is top, what is bottom? We might call this now I want to mention some president's name, but I don't want controversial things on my channel, so I won't go the extreme. All right, so I call it, I still remain, I'm still labeling the bottom part the Russia, the top part is the Germans. All right, and so we can call that bottom line Moscow line. I like making things very let me even start from here. Moscow is in Russia, right? Yeah, Moscow town. I don't know if I spelled that right, but yeah, forgive me if I don't get the spelling correct. Here, we'll call this Berlin, the Berlin town. All right, let's confuse our enemies. Let's confuse our enemies. The middle point there, we'll call it the what is this favorite war ground in the World War I? I don't know. Let's just call it the battle line. Okay, we'll call it the battle line. Let's gamify it, all right? I think when we gamify it, it might make sense. Okay. All right. Well, if you're joining us for the first time, just know this is what we do every day for Monday to Friday, morning and afternoon section. This is afternoon section, continuation of our analysis on the morning section. Okay, so as you guys can see, the Berlin line and the Moscow town, the Berlin town, the Moscow town. If you're joining, I think you already know what that is. All right, so on this one, that's the battle line, that's the boundary that is separating the Berlin town and the Moscow town. Okay, so right now you guys can see I like what S&P 500 is doing here. This is the exact move I wanted from Euro USD, sorry, on DXY. I'll show you guys now. Do you see that first box there that is like gray? You see how market did what? Traded down first. All right, this was exactly what I wanted DXY to do. All right, if we go over to the DXY, you see that DXY pretty much just started trading up instead of going down first. Let me give you guys expo. Yeah, you see it here. Market decided to go up first, so that's the only issue that we have there. All right. So, but for the S&P 500, it's looking good, but there is a big but there. All right. The big but there is that what we are in a territory where we don't want price to be at. That's all. That's the only reason. All right. We are in the territory where we don't want price to currently be at. It's as simple as that. If you feel like I'm joking or I don't know what I'm saying, let's use this previous the previous top and bottom before this new top bottom and top. All right, that's the middle line there. I hope you guys are still following me. I just hope you are following me because it's very important that you do. Okay, so that's the middle line. I just want to paint a picture now. Okay, all right. You see, when price, okay, this is where the top started. So this is where the bottom started. So we are going to be looking at price after that top there. All right, just want to give you guys an example. All right, imagine when price was trading at the above of that middle point and you are trying to buy from here. All your attempts to buy will be failing. It will keep on failing. You see how it was failing because the market sold off, but immediately it came into that middle point. After that middle point, watch what price does after that red line you see there. All right, let's zoom in closer. You see how market sold inside of it. Okay, now you can start looking for your buy setup here. They tried to buy the market back up into that middle point again. They rejected it. You see how they rejected it? Market started coming back down again. It came all the way down here. They tried to move up again. It came back down there. Okay, what do you see? What do you see at the end of the day? What do you see here? Do you see that very sweet buy? Do you see that sweet buy? Very sweet buy. See that sweet buy there? Okay, thank you very much. I just wanted to make sure you see it. So the point I'm just trying to make is what? For you to get yourself on the higher probability standpoint of things, ensure you are executing price where you have those higher probabilities. Make it a rule, make it a must rule for you to only execute when price is trading below that middle point, all right, below that battle line. All right, so in this case where price is looking bullish, I don't want to be shorting the market from here. Although for price to get into this middle point, price needs to sell off. So I will allow the bears to do that work for us. I don't want to engage because there might be high chances that I might want to sell and the bulls might hijack the price from even the bearish territory, and they will hijack the price going up because of the fact that the general trend is bullish. I don't know how I'm going to explain this. I hope you understand. If you don't understand, please feel free to ask questions, because the whole essence of us coming here is not only to copy trade or to execute trades. I expect questions. So if you don't understand, please feel free to ask your questions. All right. So this is it here. All right. So same story on S&P 500. Price is in a territory where we don't want it to be at. So because of that fact, we are not going to look for any entry on S&P 500. As you guys can see how I'm dismissing every trade, every currency pair that I look at, I dismiss it immediately. That's what this month will look like. This month is not when I will say I want to entertain you guys. I will say, okay, let's scalp this one, or I will say let's risk $1 on this one. Even 50 cents, I'm not risking. This month, if the setup is not 100% in line with every look and cranny and every eye and dot, everything needs to be aligned 100%. If it's not aligned by some, even if it's 5%, we are not executing. No, we are not. If it means that at the end of this month that we were able to see two setup, no problem. We'll trade only that two setup and we'll rest. Okay, I don't know if I'm making sense. So this month we are not doing quantity, we are doing quality. All right, that's just it. We're doing quality. All right, so we keep it 100%. You know, the advantages of it is that we are going to be sure that we are trading the 100% of our setup. But the disadvantage is that there is high chances that we might have a lot of miss entries, or we might have a lot of trades that we will not be part of because we are waiting for that 100% setup, which boils down to that favorite quote that we picked out from Demon Slayer in the morning, that we said I'm tempted to use my pidgin, but I know some of my viewers are not pidgin friendly, so I'll still stick to the English, but I might still speak pidgin and translate for you guys. Either ways, let's just keep it, let's make it free. Yeah, this is freedom of speech. All right, so there's no need to fear someone that has practiced 10,000 kicks. The person you should be afraid of is that guy that practiced one kick 10,000 times, because it means that with that one kick he has seen 10,000 ways he can use that one kick to deal with you. Whereas if you are practicing 10,000 kicks, it means you are limited to ways that you can innovate around those 10,000 kicks you've practiced. I don't know if that makes sense. All right, so I hope you pick out value from that statement. It's a very big statement. I don't play with it. It sticks with me. All right, and that's why I like anime. I like Naruto because of some of the words they say. Very, very stoic, very, very insightful, and it's something that I largely try to implement even in my daily lives. Yeah, it might sound like I'm telling you guys BS, but I'm being quite honest with you guys. All right, so there's a lot of interesting things you can pick out from content that we consume, and that's why it's important that you make sure you are consuming good content, so you are not just there any little thing that enters your screen, you just consume it, you watch it. It has a way to affect you as a person. All right, so that's that about that. So let's get back to the chart. Let's leave the motivational talk and advice here and there, but it's very important that we take note that you should be able to find ways to better yourselves. All right, you should find a way to focus on one thing, master it. Maybe when you've mastered it, you can go into other things. All right, So that's that about that. So S&P 500 is in a territory where we don't want to buy from. All right, so we just have to take a chill pill. We just have to take a chill pill. It's unfortunate for us on that, but we have to take a chill pill. All right. What's the other thing we have here? We've already looked at UX oil. We've looked at gold. We've looked at US Canadian dollar. We've looked at Aussie dollar. We've looked at British pound. Have we looked at British pound USD? I think we have. I think we have. Okay, British pound USD, same thing. They swipe down first, thereby invalidating everything we expected price to do. Same thing on UK Euro USD, swipe down first, but you can see the sales is still looking in sight, like they would want to get to that, but just the fact that they swipe down first has already put us off on that. DXY, same thing. I think we've already looked at this. The only thing that we've not looked at currently here is BTC. So once we look at BTC, maybe we might okay, you see that thing I tell you about? All right, let's see. I think maybe we came late on BTC. We came late on BTC because right now you can see, obviously, if you guys join the morning section, you would know at what point we had all these drawings out. All right, so if our top is going there, that means we need to get the middle point. That's why I said I think we are a bit late here, because if you look at BTC, you can see it has already it came down to that middle point, and now we are getting that reversal going up. Okay, so the midpoint I can see there is that level there. Okay, so I'm going to remove this drawing now to make it more cleaner. So see there on BTC USD, you see price came here, we have the bottom, we have the top, that's your midpoint. What do you see? Price from the top did what? Sold immediately. All right, what do you see? Immediately price came up in the middle of that middle point. What do you see? That's your buy coming in there. All right, and how do we even know it's a buy? We know it's a buy because of what? The general market structure. All right, what's the general market structure? You look at the market structure that BTC used in coming right back down. The initial, remember, minus this new top and low you see here, the initial top and low. Let me do Control Z. Let's do Control Z to the previous drawing before I added that new. Okay, you see, do you see the previous top there? That's the previous top there. This is the bottom, this was the previous middle. Okay, what do you see? Remember I told you guys in the morning section, I pointed out that BTC flipped from a bearish structure to a bullish structure, if you remember, when price was trading around here. Okay, so when price was trading around there, I told you guys about that. But now we have a new top, we have a new bottom, and we measured out the middle point, just like I'm going to do that again because I retraced back a little bit. So now from there to there, that the middle point is there.
My speaker is low now, but damn, I hate to say this, in my soul.
Okay.
They have to pause.
So it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You see it there? Very simple like that. So we can look out for more setup here on BTC. All right, let's see what's going to happen. But I think generally BTC for me is currently trading in a bullish structure. All right, it's trading in a bullish structure because there is already a change of, they call it a change of character here. All right, there is a change of character here from this top here to at the point where market price broke out of it there. Okay, so if I click on this, I can increase the width of that so you guys can see that. All right, so there's a change of character there. They call it chalk, CHOCH, chalk. There's a change of character there. Okay, so now we have a change of character. We can arguably say on the bigger swing, on the bigger market structure, this is a pullback into that middle point. Now we are getting that bounce for a continuation buying up. Okay, so that's my view on BTC. I would want to see more action here because I think we see, okay, there might be an opportunity of us still getting an entry on BTC. I think it's something I would look out for. It's something I will look out for. If you pay attention here, you will see one thing that I always tell you guys. If you are joining my live stream, you know already. There is no what. I'll let you guys type it in the chat. If you know what I'm pointing out here, please type it in the chat. I'm not going to make mention of it, but I'm just going to put an arrow there. If you recognize it and you know what it is, can you tell me what it is? Ayobami, welcome on board. I see you. Hello, hope you're having a wonderful afternoon out there. Okay, for the guys that have been joining, no bottom wick. Thank you, YBF. Gracias. Clap for yourself, YBF. Thank you very much for that. That's the non-bottom wick candle you see there, showing that YBF, you're there. You're there. It means you're learning properly, and I'm happy for that. Okay, so that's no bottom wick there. So normally, as you guys know, I always tell you guys, when we have no bottom wick, what do we expect? Price will always come back down there to test it. All right, so now we can use that to have a setup here. Okay, we can use that to come up with a story here. All right, so the story yeah, it feels good to recognize that. It's good. So we expect price to still come back down there to test it. Okay, so if price should come back down to test it there, let's look at, is there another non-bottom wick in that range there? No, every other candle here has a bottom wick. So this is the only candle that is not yet filled up. So my speculation will be, if we can see price straight back down here to close up on that non-bottom wick candle, we should expect, after price do closing that, we should expect price to reverse back up. And I'll give you my reasons why. Okay, first of all, the non-bottom wick candle is lying below that middle point. Remember, I told you guys that middle point is the what? Is the boundary between the bulls and the bears. All right, and since we are bullish on BTC USD, we expect price to do what? Come back down, take out that non-bottom wick, and for the fact that the price will come back down to take it out, that will carry price to be where? Below that middle point. From there, I expect, let me just draw it out so I don't have to, say much here. I expect price to do what? Trade down, take out that non-bottom wick. All right, if they can even take out this low, that would be nice. All right, maybe come back down there, then we can look for a reversal that will look something like that. Okay, so this is something we might envision to occur here on BTC USD. All right, so that's what we need to look out for. If you want to see the exact thing that I'm seeing here, you can put your chart on a 15-minute time frame, because I'm currently looking at the chart on the 15-minute time frame, and I can see a couple of people joining the stream. I really welcome you guys. If you're joining for the first time, we do this thing every day from Monday to Friday. We do the morning section, we do the afternoon section. The current section you're experiencing now is the afternoon section. Okay, we did the morning section earlier today. Most of the analysis, the drawings you see on the chart here, we did all of that in the morning section. All right, so this is the continuation of the morning section. All right, so this is the afternoon section, and that's exactly what we do here. All right, we also have a Discord channel. If you want to stay closer to the community, it's for free. You let me know you want to join. I send you the link here on the chat. You can also let me know in the comment section. I send you the link to join. It's totally free. You are not paying anything for that. And if your first time you're joining and you've not subscribed, try and subscribe and turn on the notification, so whenever we come live and we're doing this live streaming, you'll get notified about it so you can join. On the other hand, if you're joining and you love the content we do here, you enjoy the company we do here, you enjoy the knowledge sharing we are actually doing here, please like the video, because that's the only way you can pay back on this video, so that the algorithm can get to suggest this video to other people and the community out there that would want to benefit from the content we make here. All right, So let's get back to the chat. I just want to take our time to let you guys know because I see a couple of people, a new viewers joining the stream. All right. So that's our view on BTC USD. So what we are going to do, in order for us not to miss out on this, we will add an alert at that low. Okay, so if price starts to trade back down there, we'll be notified on that so that we can execute. Okay, so I'm adding an alert there. As you guys can see, the alert is there. So if price trades down to take out that non-bottom wick, we'll definitely get a notification on a beep so that we can check back on it. All right, so just looking at DXY and the misalignment we saw on DXY and all of that, I'm not saying that DXY, like I told you guys, DXY is going for a buy. You can see it's still buying. All right, the only reason why we are not in this trade is just because of the fact that the initial price formation we expected from price did not manifest the way we wanted it. All right, we wanted price to trade down first before going up, but price just came and started going up. I'm not saying that totally invalidates the fact that price will go up. Price will go up, but just what price did before that is something that I'm after. All right, I am more concerned on how price started that move compared to the move itself. All right, we are more focused on a lot of things. It's not a lot, but like I tell you guys, there are specific things we expect from price before we can decide on what to do. All right, so assuming price traded down first, it would have given us more confidence, more morale, more boost to jump on it. All right, but just because of the fact that price did not really go that way, that's why we are a little bit skeptical. And like I told you guys in the morning section, this month is not a month where we start testing the waters or start doing new things. No, this month is the month that we do the old things that we know how to do best, and we do that more and get better at it. All right, no scalping, no risking 50 cents, $1, $2, $3, $5, or whatever dollar we feel like is a small amount. There's no need to risk it. If it's not 100% of our setup, if it's not 100% aligned, we'll leave it alone. And that's the only reason why we are leaving the measure pairs alone only for today. All right, if tomorrow if we see the setup well aligned the way we want it to be, we will take it. All right, so in order for us not to waste further time, maybe I might want to delve into other pairs. All right, I know we've not really looked at other pairs that is not paired to USD. What do I mean? I know there is British pound euro. I think we should try and do that. All right, let's look at euro compared to British pound, or maybe Aussie dollar compared to euro. Let's go into other pairs to look out for that particular setup that we expect price to give us. All right, so in order to do that, first of all, I want us to go to our come to the XNS, because I would want to know what measure pair is even best for us to trade. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'll come here, I'll go to, okay, so it's in February, I'll go to, let's go to most traded. I don't know, this is the most traded pair, in XNS according to the XNS list. Okay, so the first one here, the most traded is gold USD. The second one is BTC USD. The third one is Euro USD. That's my guy there. You guys know already that Euro USD is my guy, one of my favorite pair. Ethereum USD is the fourth. Here is USD JPY. Yeah, we do trade USD JPY a lot here. Basically, most of the guy here we pretty much have it in our watch list. So let's go to top movers. Let's not go to here. Okay, this is the top movers we have. This is SPD. I don't know. This was SPD. Let's see. There's only way SPD is okay. This one is Palladium. Palladium, platinum, silver versus critics. Okay, fine. Let's look at the SP. Oh no, this one is is very costly. What do you see here? 21.93. If we are going to open a trade here, we'll have to pen down 21.93. Bro, that's too much. That's too much. I'm not trading this one, please. Thank you very much. Let's look for another pair, please. Let's look for something that we can easily trade. Let's go to top movers again, or maybe it's because of I'm in these top movers. Maybe it's because of the fact that it's higher risk game. Let's go to measures. Okay, these are the major pairs. All right, so whenever you hear me say major pairs, you see the major pairs here. All right, the AUD, the Euro USD, British Pound USD, New Zealand USD, USD CAD, USD CHF, USD JPY. All right, let's go to metals. Okay, here is metals. Okay, let's look at gold. No, these are silver euros. Okay, let's look at silver against euro. Okay, this one is fair enough. This is 0.04 euro. Okay, this is fair enough. So let's come here and look for silver euro. Let's see if we'll see a good setup around it so we can engage. Oh, this one is gold. What's this? What's the sign of that guy again? SAG, not XAU. XAG euro. All right. Silver euro. Same setup, same strategy. We are not doing anything extras. Okay. I don't need to go deep into this. It's obvious the market structure is bullish. It's an obvious bullish market structure. I don't need to go deep into it. While that's the case, I also want to point out that you can see price is currently trading at the top there. So I don't need to go deeper into this. I need something that will be in a good position for us to take. So for me, that guy is. I'm not interested in this guy. Very interested in that guy. Let's see other guys. What other metals do we have here? This one is nickel UXD. Bro, this is 54 USD. So that means if I open this now, I'll be down. No, I'm not doing this. Sorry. Look for something else. Let's leave metals. Let's come to miners. Let's look at the miners. Yeah. This is what I want. Is there a way I can filter this on trading view instead of coming here and going back to trading view? I think there should be a way I can do a filter here. Is there a way I can do that? Let's work with what we see here. So let's look at AUD Canadian dollar. Let me see the chart. Okay, the slippage here is about 2.2 pips. That's a little bit much, but let's see. That's 2.2 pips is the slippage for this one. This AUD or this Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, let's look at that AUD card. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see. You know I'm going back, right? I'm going back to see the general, the controller. Okay, I see something here. Let's call this a low. This is a higher low. This is a higher low. So the market is in a bullish structure. It's a higher low. Did it break this low? No. This low also was higher. This is a higher low. Okay, this is a low here. This is a higher low. Okay, so it's a bullish structure, right? It's a bullish structure. And if we pick out the top here, you can see for sure price is by just looking at this, I already know where price is. Price is in the bearish part of the price. Would have been nice if it's in the bottom part. The middle point will be around here. Alright, if you're joining us, you like what we do here, give us the like button. Thank you. Remember to subscribe, turn on the notification. We do this every day. Alright, you see that middle point there? I tell you, if you get these three lines, three lines correct, you've solved your problem. I tell you, just look at that. I'm going to remove this guy now. Pay attention to what price did. Alright, remember, this was the low. Let's call it the bottom. Alright, or let's call it the low. Let's use the right term. Alright, low. Let's call this the high.
I say, baby, you gotta take it easy, young man.
We'll call this the middle point. I tell you, bro, I tell you, sisters, I tell you, everybody that is joining live, I tell you, if you get this right, you're good to go. If you get this right, you're good to go. At least it solves most of the problems for you, right? So what am I trying to point out here? I want you to pay attention after that high. All right, I'll draw a horizontal line, okay, vertical line, I mean to say. Okay, you see that vertical line there? That was where the top was. That was where the top came in. All right, after the top came in, pay attention to what price does. All right, you saw how price traded down. What do you see immediately price came to that middle point? What do you see? That's the buy. I tell you, take my word for it, that's the buy. What do you see? They later did what? Sold it back down again. Market came into here. All right, what do you see? From here you can now start anticipating your buys again from that middle, after that middle point. All right, you can use this as your swing. Just be drawing it out gradually. I know here that I'm drawing the swing, it becomes difficult here anyway. It's easier said than done, because that's where the issue is, getting the exact place the reversal is coming in. But it's nothing other than this thing I'm just still doing here. All right, so we can arguably say this is the point where we have a change of character on the internal structure. Remember, you are trading internal to external. All right, see the internal structure. This was where the trend changed. Immediately it changed from there. Do you see your buy? You see how the market gradually now bought? So assuming at the point the trend changed here, you took here to be your stop loss. All right, that last low that price dropped will be your stop loss, of course. All right, if that was your stop loss, you see how market bought back into that top again. All right, maybe when the market buys here, you just take your profit, because already it's no longer in your territory, it's now in bullish territory. So it only makes sense for you to start taking your profit. All right, market wiggle, came back to that middle point again. You see that bounce up again. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. If you get it right, just be patient, allow price to come into that area where you have higher probability of getting your entry and everything correct, and you attack. It's as simple as that. All right, I'm not saying it's casted on concrete. Don't take my word for it. As a matter of fact, I'm always wrong, so don't take my word for it. All right, don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it, my people. But yeah, if you're able to figure it out, you figure it out. You're good. All right. So AUD Canadian dollar, nothing much. Price is trading where we don't want it to be. Remember, we don't want to be buying from here. We want to be buying anywhere around from that middle point downward is where we want to be buying from. So we can't be buying from that top. That's why we will leaving that guy alone. There are other measures. There are a lot of minor pairs we can look at. Just like you can see a lot of them, a lot of them. All right, but I'm only one person. I can't look at all of these guys. Only me. All right, that's why I'm saying we need to grow this community. When this community grows, we'll have a lot of people looking at multiple charts. Someone is bringing an idea. Maybe somebody that is looking at euro Canadian dollar will be like, oh, see what the FX adventure, see what I'm seeing here. Someone else that is maybe looking at Australian dollar, Swiss franc will say, oh, see the setup I'm seeing here. People will be bringing ideas. So that's the point. That's the whole essence, and that's why I'm saying we need to grow. We need to learn. I don't want us to limit ourselves only. We'll come here. It's only when I have a setup then we'll take it. Not necessarily that. We need to grow. But even if you don't want to grow, which is fine, maybe you just want to do your copy trading, it's okay. If you want to do your copy trading, then all you have to do is put me in prayers. Alright? If I'm able to grow the accounts and if I see $1,000, because what I need to create a social trading account on XNS is a minimum of $1,000, right? So if I'm able to get $1,000 either from trading here or maybe some of my work or other things that I do, I'm able to raise $1,000. I'll open the social trading account. When I open the social trading account, all you need to do is go to the XNS social trading and copy. Once you copy me, you don't even have to join the live stream again. You just copy me and be doing your thing. So every trade I'm trading, all my profit, all my loss, everything will be reflecting in your portfolio automatically. So you don't even need to come and be placing the trades with me and all of that, which is fine. If I know someone that is very good and has a social trading account, I don't mind funding an account and give the person. Not like I'm giving the person. I will copy the person. You just have to copy the trader. If you go to their social trading account, you see a lot of traders that are there that you can copy. All right. So all you need to do is fund your account and copy. Once you copy the trader, whatever profit that person is making will be reflecting in your own account. It's as simple as that. Okay. So that's that about that. I'm going to remove all these drawings. I'm a little bit tired, to be honest. I would want to get a trade today, and that's why I'm even looking at all these minor pairs. That's why I'm looking at all these minor pairs. But so far, I can't see any. Let's see if we can get one more guy. Let's look at let's look at euro Aussie dollar. Okay, this might be more interesting. Let's look at euro AUD. Let me see the number of pips here. Oh, that's a lot. That's 3.4 pips. No, it's a lot. I can't. See, it's a lot. 3.4 pips is a lot. That's a lot of spread. That's the disadvantage of all these minor pairs. Most minor pairs, their slippage is a lot. Is a lot. This is 3.4. 3.4. That's a lot. Compared to the major pairs, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of pips. I don't think I would. There's no need looking at it. But I think I like where it is. I think if I draw this, maybe it's even in the middle. It's even at that middle point. Yeah, exactly. See, it's at that middle. It's even below the middle point. So the question now is it in a bullish structure or a bearish structure? Let's see. Okay, it looks like it's in a bearish structure. Okay, one thing I can see for sure here, this is a low, a higher low, a higher low. So here we have a higher low. They broke out of it, so that means that they have a lower low. So this is a high. Then they later came and took out that high. So now this is the low. Them taking out that high means now we are now in a bullish structure. So this is a low, and this is a low. So we are in a bullish structure actually. So the only issue here is that the number of pips, the slippage, I mean to say, the slippage on this guy is very huge. So I don't even think I would recommend us to take it. But there's only one way to find out. Let's see what this is gonna look like. Let's keep the likes coming in. Alright, if you're joining, you've not subscribed, you know what to do. I don't need to tell you. Alright, but if you want to subscribe, feel free. If you don't want, it's still fine and good. It's not a must, you have to. It's not a must, you have to. Oh, very nice. This is very nice price. Very nice price. Up, down, wiggle, wiggle. Alright. Okay. So right now, if you are looking for a buy here, it's a much more favorable position to look for a buy for the obvious reasons that you can see that price is currently trading where? Below that midpoint. Alright. Remember, this is the top. Or let's call it a high. Alright. There we have the high. There we have the low. And here's the midpoint. Why you want to take me out? Alright. We had an alert on BTC USD for the fact that it has not yet beeped, means that BTC USD has not yet swiped that low. Okay. So this is Euro Aussie dollar, but we are not taking this for obvious reasons that I've already made mention of, because of the slippage. It's because of the slippage. Well, I would have wanted to look at other minor pairs, but I changed my mind. Looking at them one after the other is going to take a lot of time and energy. And right now, I'm so tired. You know, it's not easy, man. I've been talking for an hour plus now. It's not easy to talk, you know. It's not easy because once the live stream kicks off, I keep on talking and I keep on talking, and it's energy, man. It's energy, people. So yeah, in order to motivate me and make me feel like I'm not wasting my time here, I appreciate everybody that is liking this video, because that's really nice to know that you guys really care, and you guys listen when I play. So I really appreciate that. It's very sad that most of the minor pairs here, the slippages are a lot. So what I'm going to do now, I'll go through them after the other, and I'll pick the one with the smallest slippage and we'll look at it together. Alright, if that one works, we'll take it. If it doesn't work, we'll leave it. Oh, this one is 0.9. Okay, this guy has a very slow slippage. It's a very low slippage. So let's look at AUD Swiss francs. Okay, AUD CHF. Why you want to take me out? I see why. Okay, this is in a very structure. I don't even need to look at it a lot. I've already seen it. So that's our high. Obviously, that's our low. I'm going to zoom a bit into the past just to get an idea. of where we are coming from and where we are going to. Okay. All right. If one thing I see here is a top, a lower, a high, a lower high, a lower high. This is a low. This is a high. Okay, did it pick out a high? Okay, there's only one way to find out, because the more I'm going, I seem like I'm getting lost there. Okay. Alright, see that high there? They came here, took out that high, making this guy the low. Alright, that was what I wanted to see. Making this guy the low that broke that high, but immediately you can see how market came back down to take out that low, making this guy the controlling high. I think maybe we might have seen a setup we can take, but it depends on what's going on the internal structure. That's the only thing that will make us take this trade now. All right, we have a low, so let's get the middle point.
My speaker is low now, but damn, I hate to say this in my soul, but I did go ahead. They have to pause. I'm sure I'm repeating the story.
Call it the midpoint here. I see 4 people in the live stream. I'm only seeing 3 likes. If you're in the live stream and you've not given us a like, it's a plea, it's not a must. Just try and give us a like. Thank you. I love this setup. Okay, wait. Let's be sure. I love this setup. I don't care. I'm gonna take this one. I'm taking this one, guys. I just saw the internal structure. I love what I see there. Would have been nice if they can take out this high though, but it's not a must. Let's see if they are currently trading below our 21 EMA. Not really trading below the 21 EMA. So we still have a couple of distance to go on that. On AUD CHF, what's the slippage again, please? That is 0.9. Very sharp slippage. It's not even up to 1. Very sharp slippage. I like it. So I think we have something. I'll mark this guy. I like this guy. I'll put it in my watch list. I like this guy. Enter my watch list. I like the slippage. It's very sharp. Enter my watch list. I think this my watch list is becoming big. I'm going to filter it. I'm going to filter BTC USDT. I don't need you for now. USDT, I don't need it for now. I'm only trading USD. Maybe when I start trading futures, I will need them. But I'm not trading futures, so I might as well remove them. British pound, JPY. I hardly trade this pair, but I'll leave it. I'll just leave this one. I'll leave US oil. I'll leave S&P 500. This one is Ethereum USDT. And I'm not doing USDT. I'm only doing USD. So I'm remove this guy. These guys are double, so I'll remove these guys. I already have them at the top. I remove these guys. So this is the new guy that joined our watch list, because I like the slippage here on XNS. That's 0.9. It's looking very good. And not only that, the market structure that I saw pretty much aligns with what I've been looking out for. It pretty much aligned. So the only thing that is remaining for this setup here is the actual confirmation, which is the entry point. All right, and the entry point for us is 2 ways. The main way, or the one way, is for price to trade below the 21 EMA. Then we can expect a pullback for a continuation of a sell. So I'm quite interested to see what price will do here. Another thing I can also do is get this guy out, maybe draw out some internal movement here, just to speculate, you know. It's good to speculate.
I say baby, you gotta take it easy on me.
So if we can get this, see that swing there. Let me draw that swing there.
what the hell's going on? I just want to chill. But it's like you got something
See that
up
swing
in your
there?
mind.
That line is very
Can you tell
important.
me what's in your
Break
mind?
it, look for a pullback, will shut the market down.
Now you're frowning like I did something wrong. I just want to chill, that's all. You frown, I have to ask why. Well, you don't want us to go to the room now, but I don't want to go to the room, baby. She trapped me to the room.
I like this. I'm going to remove this for now. Alright? We'll keep an eye on this. We'll keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. So I like that. Let's look out for more. See just a little bit resilience here and there. We'll be able to find a minor pair that the slippage is quite favorable. So let's look at AUD JPY. Let's see. Okay, this one slippage is 1.9. We don't want it. It's a bit high. I'll leave that one alone. Let's look for others. So that means now we have an interesting setup. So let's see how this guy is going to play out. But I like the fact that I saw this pair. All right. At least for the first time today I saw something that, okay, not the first time, because in the morning section USD JPY was looking good for a buy. The only issue is that the time we waited for the pullback to come in, the pullback did not come in on time, and according to our strategy says after 9:30, if the pullback is not in, let us close the pending order, and we did exactly that, and we don't regret it, and I will never regret it. All right. Okay, so where did we stop? I just checked AUD JPY now. AUD New Zealand dollar is almost the same thing. Let me see. It's the same thing it's the same boat that is carrying them. It's 2 pips is the number of slippage for that. I'm not interested. Anything that is beyond 1 pip, I'm not interested. Let's look at Canadian dollar, Swiss francs. Okay, Canadian dollar, Swiss francs is 0.8 pips, very sharp. I like that. So let's look at that. Card CHF. One thing I see, for obvious reason, is a bearish move, but the only issue now is looking at this. I know already that we are not in the territory where we want to sell from. Yeah, we are not in the territory, so that means this guy is not looking attractive like AUD CHF. So we'll leave that one alone. We'll keep an eye on. Let me add an alert on this guy so that we don't miss out on any important move there. Let's add an alert here. Alright, so that's the low. Let's add an alert. See, there's no bottom. See, no bottom wick here. So we'll add an alert there. Okay. Add an alert there. Okay, seems like I've already stopped my alerts. I think maybe I need to delete it. Okay, I have one here, so I'm going to delete the one I have here so that I'll be able to add it on the other guy. I've not yet subscribed for Trading Views Premium. Tell me what's in your mind. Add an alert here. Alright. Okay, so we we just wanted to add it. Then we can continue looking at other pairs we wanted to look at. Let's go to the minors again. It seems like any pair that is paired against CHF, the slippage is looking good. Alright, this one is Canadian dollar CHF. We've already looked at that. This is Canadian dollar Japanese yen. Let's look at that. 3.8 pips. No, I'm not doing that with you guys. I'm not interested. That's too much pips for a slippage. Let's look at CHF Japanese yen. 2.4 pips. I'm not interested. Count me out. Count me out. I think we've already looked at this euro Aussie dollar, euro Canadian dollar. What's the slippage? 2.9. I'm not interested. Count me out. Alright, let's go to minus again. Euro CHF, I think we've looked at that, but let's be sure. 2.5 pips. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm just taking out time to get this. The good thing is once I get them out, I will just put them in my watch list so I don't have to do all these things again. Alright, so I would pretty much know the pairs that are more in tune to what we are looking out for. This is Euro Japan, Euro British Pound. Let's see. Okay, this one is 1.4 pips. 1.4 pips is not bad. It's not bad. Let's look at the chart. Okay, this cell is maturing. I like that. Before we go further, let's see what it's looking like here. Okay, still looking okay. Let's see. They should keep on selling it until they get to the point where we want it to be at. The possible entry without even much deliberations here and there will look something like this. The last swing, I'll leave it from here. That is about 1 pip. 1 pip will be around here. I know it's 0.9, but we'll just make it 1.1 pip, which will be around there. We'll also get it out on the stop loss part of line, which will be around there. Of course, we'll go for a sell. Okay, something like this. Move this all the way up there. Delete this too. But mind you, it's not yet ready. I need them to trade below the 21 EMA. Then we can aim for that low all the way down there.
I see why. Why you wanna take me out?
That's something we can look at. Okay. We can even play it more safe by just keeping it at the middle point there. And even if we keep it there, it's still giving us more than 2 to 1. It is 2.15. It's still giving us more than 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio, which is a very good place. But the only issue that we are having there now is we need them to close below the 21 EMA line for us to engage on Aussie dollar Swiss francs. Okay. Wanted to look at Euro GBP. That is Euro Euro British Pound.
What the hell is going on? I just want to chill. But it's like you got something up in your mind. Can you tell me what's in your mind?
Where are we coming from? Well, it's an obvious bearish market, but the territory where we are in is not where we want to be selling from, so we'll leave it alone. I don't need to draw the drawing. I can see it already, so I don't need to waste time drawing it out again. I can see the obvious thing there. Let's go to the minors again. We stopped at Euro British pound, which is around here. Euro JPY, I think I've already looked at that. It's 2 point something. Yeah, I know it's 2 point something slippage, so not interested. It's above 1 pips. Anything that above 1 pips, I'm not interested. Let's look at British pound. Let me see British pound Aussie dollar. I think I've looked at that. 2.5 pips for the slippage. Not interested. I think that might be it for the. Okay, have I looked at New Zealand dollar CHF? How many pips? 1.5 pips. No, not interested. All right. So the only guy that we are fancying right now is Aussie dollar CHF. So that's the only guy that stands out, and that's the only guy that made it to our watch list. So I think it's a win-win for me. It was a good one for me to explore a bit. Now I've found another pair that we can trade if the measure pairs are misaligned. But this guy is more aligned, so we'll keep a close tab on this one. So the only thing we need from this guy, like I said before, is a close below that 21 EMA will greatly increase our chances of having an entry on that particular setup right there. All right.
It's like you got something up in your mind. Can you tell me what's in your mind? Now you're frowning like I did something wrong. I just want chill, that's all.
Is there another thing I might look out for here? Should you look at stocks, guys? What do you think? Should you look at stocks? Because there are a lot of things to be traded here on XNS. It's just me. I've not really had time to explore here. Here is the stocks. All right, a couple of them is closed currently. All right, I think the market will open in 10 minutes time. So majority of the market here you see is closed. Open in midnight. I don't know. American Tower. A couple of other stocks here. American stocks, and see Google here also. Let's look at Google. Market is currently closed. When is September 2? Okay, it opens tomorrow. It's not even today itself. It's going to be tomorrow. This one is going to open. So a couple of stocks here also. Maybe when stocks open, we might even explore that part and see what we can make out from there. All right. But largely, the only thing that I think we should focus on right now is Aussie dollar Swiss francs. All right. Let's see how price is going to manage that moving average right there. But once we start to close below it, we will definitely look for an entry, most definitely. Okay. Is there another thing I can look out for here? I just want to be sure. Let's see. Exotic. Which one is exotic? I've no. Bruh. There are lots of things to be traded, bruh. I've not really, oh my god, I've not really explored XNS, to be honest. A lot. I'm even seeing. Is this South Africa? This is South Africa Ryan's. Oh, South Africa Ryan's is here. Interesting. Let me look for. You know what I want to. I wanted to look for. I don't know why I'm laughing. Why is this so funny, God? I wanted to look for our Naira. Where is Naira at? Let me see if we have Naira here, but I doubt. Naira never breathes. The Federal Republic of Nigeria, they should not sue me, I beg you. I'm only trying to find pairs to trade. I'm trying to find currency pairs to trade, my people. Nobody should sue me. If I ask SNS where is Naira? I don't know why it's so funny. Oh god, let's look at the ranks against Japanese yen, please. Okay, this is 2.2 pips. It's actually tradable, but I'm not going to trade it. It's too much. It's 2 pips. I'm not going to go for that. I'm not going to go for that. There are a lot of things to be traded here on XNX. All right, let's look at Australian dollar. This is Danish krona. This is about 571. Not me and you. Not me and you. I'm not trading this. Not me and you. Man, I think maybe I'll take out time and go through all the available markets on XNS that we can trade, and I will filter out all the ones that has slippage of 1 or lower. All right, a maximum of 1 pips as the slippage or lower. That's what I'm going to do. But just coming here, I'm seeing a lot of things that we can trade.
Now you from like I did something wrong. I just want chill.
Well, that's by the way. I'm not going to waste further time there. So I'm going to concentrate on Aussie dollar Swiss francs. If I had more time and energy, I would have, maybe do more findings. All right. But the only guy that I think is closely aligned to what we expect is this Aussie dollar Swiss francs, which is where my focus and will be. I'll place my focus on it just because of that. Let's touch base on BTC USD before we continue. Alright, it kept on buying, but it did not give us that pullback down. It would have been nice if they came down to fill up that candle gap. Then assuming they came down there, that's where I would have wanted to start to engage and see how we can buy back the market, back up. But yeah, that's that about that. Let's see what's happening on the major pairs. Remember, we did not focus on the major pair that much because of the obvious reasons that what price did before that sell-off was not in line with what we wanted to see from the market. That's the only reason why we did not execute anything on the major pair. And even if you pay attention to the performance of the major pair, you will even see that it's been a sluggish movement. So the fact that the initial expectation, that swiping up and going down expectation is crucial. It's crucial to our strategy and what we expect on and how we want price to play out. It's very crucial. So that's why you can see there the market has found it difficult to sell off completely. You can see the market is kind of turning into a rangy market there. Since the afternoon section started, we've not seen a significant price trading down. If you go on DXY, similar thing, you see how price has been stalling around that move there. All right, but the good thing is that we've been able to find out about a pair that looks good to go. All right, the only reason I'm not jumping on this trade now is because it has not yet closed below the 21 EMA. Assuming this market has closed below the 21 EMA, I'll be on it like tomorrow, no day. Alright? I'll be on it like there is no tomorrow. That's basically what I say. So our focus is on this. This is the only currency pair our focus is on currently. Every other guy is either misaligned or is doing something totally different from what we want, and we don't want to be trading like that this month. This month is the month where we trade exactly exactly what we expect. If price doesn't give us what we expect, we won't engage at all. Okay, we will not engage at all.
Why you wanna take me out at night?
So that's that about that, my people. All right.
Baby, 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 baby. You gotta take it easy, you're killing me. I say baby, baby, baby.
All eyes on Aussie dollar switch France. I remember if we spend our time here, once it's 3:30, I know it's not news to anybody that has been joining this live stream. You guys know already. Once it's 3:30, we close the stream. If by 3:30 we are not able to get an entry, okay, we'll close the stream. And when I mean 3:30, I'm talking about people that are currently in the same time zone with me, West African time. But if you're not in the same time zone, just do the time conversion and pretty much work with that time.
You're from, I have to ask why. But you want us to go to room now, but
I think we'll pay more attention here rather than okay. Let's leave it on trading view. 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 Come on. Let's leave it on trading view. 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 Okay. Aha. Well, apart from that, people, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And how is you guys' day going? First of all, mine is very dry, kind of boring. But generally, I'm fine. I'm enjoying some cool music here, looking at the candle, trying to figure out what's the best move.
You gotta take it easy, you're killing me. I say baby, baby, baby.
Well, if any of you guys have any other currency pair you want us to look at, feel free to drop it on the chat section and we'll take our time to look at them one after the other.
I called you so we can chill, but now you don't want to chill. What the hell's going on? I just want to chill, but it's like you got something up in your mind. Can you tell me what's in your mind? Now you're frowning like I did something wrong. I just want to chill, that's all. You're from, I have to ask why. But you want us to go to room now, but I don't want to go to the room, baby. She trapped me to the room. Damn. My speaker is low now, but damn. I hate to say this, it's pain in my soul, but I did go ahead. I have to pause. But I'm sure I'm repeating the story again. Why you want to take me out? I see why. Why you wanna take me out at night? baby, baby. You gotta take it easy, you're killing me.
Okay, chain link. Alright. Some requests from one with want us to look at chain link. Are you holding some of the coin? It's been a long time, or like you just want to throw me back now. Chain link is linked, right? Wait.
Can you tell me what's in your mind?
Yeah. It's linked. Yeah, I know it's linked. Yeah, you just threw me back now, right? Throwback time. I remember when I used to trade futures. Imagine my journey started from futures. Funny enough, like the whole idea of trading for me started from crypto, right? The whole idea of trading started from crypto for me. So now you just said chain link. I remember like it was part of one of the first coins I traded with. When I had an account with these guys, I traded BNB when BNB was trading $7, $14. I'm not lying to you guys. I knew when BNB was $7, $14. Before that month that it had that spike to $70. The next thing was 100, 200. I think BNB now is 800 or so or thereabouts. It's crazy. It's crazy. But let's look at Chainlink for you, right? Do you want us to look at it from a standpoint of as a sports trader, or you want to view it as an intraday trader? So what do I mean? Do you want us to look at it as on the 15-minute time frame, or you want us to look at it on a more longer, term, like something you want to maybe hold in months time? I don't know, but either ways, let's look at it. All right. I'm just saying in case you give me more clarity, and so we know what we're doing. Let's use the Binance chart. All right. Let's use the Binance chart for that. If you are trading futures, this is chain link analysis for you. We'll kick off on the 15-minute, then I'll look at the daily time frame to give you a more long-term bias on it. But on the short term, based on what I see here, okay, this low, a lot of low, okay, low, all right, low, high, low, high, low, low, okay, high. All right, currently is bullish structure with the obvious reason, which is that it's low took out that high here. All right, so there's a change of character here. Now you see price has traded down. The only reason why on the short term, Chainlink is in a good position for a buy. All right, sorry, let me use this one. Chainlink is in a good position for a buy on the short term. All right, but the only issue is the reversal that you need is yet to come in. All right, so I would recommend you jumping on it now, with the obvious reason that the reversal is yet to come in. Until you see the reversal, then you enter with your swing, with the swing low that they will drop. There will be the where your stop loss will be at. All right, of course here is the high. All right, and we'll get another drawing for the low. Of course, this will be the low, and most definitely we'll have the middle point there. This will be the middle point. Very simple, very short, the same story, no changing, no need to adjust it because maybe you are looking at crypto. No, the same story, the same setup, the same buyers, the same everything. If we bring it here, what we should be looking out for will be for price to do what? Give us a nice swing here. All right, maybe price might even have to come and break above the high of this red candle here. Okay, if you look at the other block I can see here is this guy. All right, the other block I can see is this guy. So maybe when price will drop into that zone, it's important to see what price is going to do. But it's not a must he has to drop in there. Anywhere below that middle point, like I told you guys, look out for a good reversal setup. Once you see the reversal setup, you enter for it, and of course, it's going to be a buy going back up to that top. Okay, and I largely strongly believe that chain link will make that move that way. All right, so on the short term is bullish. On the short term, price is in the location where we want to buy from on the short term. All right, then let's get to the bigger picture. All right, so I'm going to remove these drawings that I have here on the inside, so that it doesn't mess things up when I zoom out to the bigger picture. All right, but like you guys see, very good setup here. Anticipate a reversal setup to come into play. Once you see it, go for it. Any low that was created should be where you should target your stop loss to be at. Then you'll be aiming for the top there to be your TP, obviously. Then let's head off to the daily time frame. All right, let's look at the daily time frame just to have a holistic idea of what's happening on the bigger time frame. Without saying much, you can see it's a simple bullish market. I don't need to say much about it. It's a simple bullish market. And what do I mean? Chainlink is still trading below $20 or so. This is a very good long-term trade. Very good long-term trade. I think I'm even tempted now to look at Doge. I'm a big fan of Doge. And the all-time high for Chainlink, according to what I see here, it's yet to even reach its all-time high. And its all-time high is at $52 or so. $52, call it $53, right? That's the all-time high that I see on Chainlink. And just like you guys know, BTC has already reached its all-time high, set a new all-time high. Ethereum, I think, has done the same thing, has created its own, has broke its